Hello, everybody. You're not gonna see my face on this report. I'm gonna save you of a lot of troubles. You to see me. Finally, kind of like figured it out that I can do this video without a camera. Hopefully, it's gonna be okay. I know you've seen it, Lilith, on this picture. And we're gonna be talking about a lot about this Lilith for the next week. It's got uh, very particular esoteric event next week. It begins off today, tomorrow. Some of the energy begins to feel specifically today. And we are going to talk about Lilith, specifically Lilith and the end of the cycle of the lesson about the truth. The lesson about the truth that began with the new moon and Libra, that it's right now the moon, it's gonna be passing through Libra, and we're gonna have a new moon and Scorpio. But what does Lilith has to do with everything? What this black moon Lilith has to do with this? Uh, just little personal information. Thank God I got through the surgery. Today I kind of like begin to talk more and more and relaxed more and more. In the next few days, I'm gonna have to go through, checkups and stuff. But so far, I'm okay. At the same time, I was in the hospital. You guys know that Sherry and Lee story. Sherry just got a liver. She just also had surgery, and so far she's okay. And keep the prayers coming for both of us. That will be kind of like helping out. But let's focus on astrology. Lilith. Who is Lilith? I made some information and digging up a long time ago about Lilith. It was very interesting because some of the information in the Bible didn't match. Uh, you begin to, when the God created the world, he created the man and the woman and everything living, males and females, and equally. But down at the road, when you read the Bible, then God created Eve of Adam's rib. So each one is the truth. What is the missing link? What was the missing situation? Because when we start looking at into the issues with twin flames, we begin to looking at and searching about the truth. And that was the lesson for the truth that was coming in Libra for it. So this is Lilith, as you see it. She's pictured between a demon and a goddess. She presents the energy of Kali and some sort of this image. But to look at it more of her, so this information is coming from Wikipedia. It's been actually verified through the Jewish scripts and the legends left over. But since you guys wanted to see it, you can go and you can search on Wikipedia Lilith, and you can find these links. Uh, so I'm just gonna get it up here that in some Jewish folklore, such as satirical alphabet of Sirach, Lilith appeared in Adam's as Adam's first wife, who was created at the same time and from the same clay as Adam. The legend of Lilith developed extensively during the Middle Ages. The tradition of Agadah, the Zohar, and the Jewish mysticism. For example, in the 11th century, writing of Isaac bin Jacob HaKohen, Lilith left Adam after she refused to become subservient to him and then will not return to the Garden of Eden as she had coupled with Archangel Samuel. So, what does this got to do with the astrology that's coming up for it? Samuel, if you look at it even more into that legend, before Samuel was sent to Lilith by God, there was two other angels. They went up front of Lilith and they told her, "Listen, it's your destiny. You have to go back with Adam." She didn't want it to. She refused to go under him because she was not evolved enough. Neither Adam was evolved enough so they can have the relationship. They had to have this separation. So Lilith, within her ego and her desire to control Adam, she refused. So God, since He knows what He is doing and why particularly He sent Samuel, He sent Samuel. So Samuel, as you see it, who he is. He is the archangel. He is the one who rules the seventh heaven. He is the seducer, as they talking about him. But also what he does is he's the first known as Satan. Why does it Satan for it? The Satan is the first fallen angel who decides to stay on earth. If you look at it, the scripts for it, he decides to go ahead and be a partner of Lilith. And his job was to teaching Lilith love. So since she can't learn the love from Adam, God sent Samuel to teach her the love for it. And on some of those legends, we can go on and on and on, but the truth is about you to find the truth for yourself. And the next week astrology report, it is about this. It is about Lilith. So here it's about today, Monday, talking about the chart and as of the astrology. The moon has not entered back its ignition spot of the truth, but she's finished the cycle of the lesson that came from the truth. The lessons that was in Libra. A lot of the people had a very hard time during this period. And since a lot of us went into these cycles for it, these lessons that the moon begins and ends. The lessons begins with the new moon and they end after the moon passes its ignition point. The middle of the cycle, that is say the full moon. That's why when it's the full moon, you're getting the full picture of what the lesson is. So as you see it, Lilith, she's right in here. Lilith right now it's in Gemini. And as you see it closely, she's in a retrograde mode, but also here it's the North Node. The North Node, or as the karma that we are doing now, we are doing it right now. On the other side, which is in this chart, it doesn't show up because it's not used, that it's going to be the opposite point for it in Sagittarius. That is going to be here at 1 degree. That is going to be the karma that you already worked that out. This is the karma that right now it's working on it. That's why this is what the focus is. So as you see it right here, currently right now we're working on the healing. The healing of Venus. She has to see the hard time. And we have this opposition with Neptune about our visions of what they are. So in order you to do this, we're going through our spirituality as that current chart, and we're going to the moon for this. The black moon, though, it sends the divine's energies that going towards Mars, who just entering Scorpio. The sun is already on the Scorpio. Mercury is still crawling in Libra, but soon he's gonna catch up and here, and we're going to have the moon, the Mercury, Mars, and the sun coming in together pretty much at the same time as we did it the last month. But what is interesting is Lilith here, it's given this, you're gonna see it, it's the finger of God. It's the time of the revelation. It's an esoteric event that you will feel the energies of your own darkness. Why? The energy first is entered when Mars, the warrior, that archetype of yourself, went into the underworld. Here, he can do a lot of damage, as you see it, those red lines. Or he can go ahead and evolve, looking deep. Why is my darkness is this? At the same time, as you see it in the chart, Mars and Venus, they're in a sextile. That's 60 degrees, pretty much beginning. And at the same time, Mercury, who is in Libra, it also have it with Venus, which is mean that the partnership will be talking to Venus to understand what you really happen, what is really the truth in you, the truth of your life, the darkness of your life. Where is this darkness comes in from it? As you see, the sun, it's also empowered by Lilith. And the North Node specifically, this at some point is going to become a one point of interest. We are still working on our surrounding, that it's not so much clear who should be surrounded with us. That's why a lot of the people maybe feel like in isolation, kind of like be on their own, simply because you don't want to have a fight that currently you can't handle. Another thing, it's Saturn, who is in Aquarius. New things. But it's those new things that can help me. The only way I can heal and I can look the new things, as you see this trine, with Saturn is the learning. Saturn is the one who keeps the occult learning. He keeps the secrets. He exposes the secrets only when he needs to. And during this time, this specific trine with Saturn, as you see at Saturn, only positive aspect, it's with Lilith. He's gonna expose you the secrets. But what secrets? The secrets of your dirty mind, the secrets of you doing your life by using the power of Lilith. Since Lilith is in retrograde, now Lilith is gonna talk into your soul. It's gonna talk into you, the warrior in you, the warrior who is in the underworld. That can lead to two positions are you going to choose. The position to go ahead and get into and hold on to the lies, and he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I can keep controlling the people. I can keep doing my own way. I can keep in doing the things that I'm doing. I'm not worried about my soul. I'm not worried about what I see. I made a mistakes. I made all this. I'm just gonna get me a new relationship, and hopefully the new relationship can solve me my problems. Well, that's the one way you wanna go. That's you're gonna go. The other way is though, you're going to have a premonitions about your relationships from the past, about your internal world, about your secrets, about your sacred things inside of you that you keeping in yourself, the very dark things you keep in yourself. For a lot of the females, they're gonna have a lot of issues with to be a Lilith or Eve, and for the lot of the males, that will be is what I so much I like Lilith, but at the same time I love Eve. So the four archetypes here are Adam, Samuel. Adam is the normal human man. Samuel, the powerful archangel who is in love with Lilith, and Lilith on her own self that she had to learn the love with Adam, and Eve. So all this, it comes in like in situation in this report. So this is energy is gonna comes in like a dreams, visions, you're going to review this life for it. On the next day, as you see it, the moon is entered, which is gonna be tomorrow. The moon is gonna be entering Libra. As you see the moon, it's got this divine aspects here with Uranus. But that it's also pretty much the same place when she got ignited of the truth. And this is gonna be the day you kind of like gonna look forward to reevaluate the last month, to reevaluate the lesson of the truth. Have you been the truth into yourself? Have you been true to others? Have you been having secret life that you haven't told nobody yet? And this secret life that you live inside of yourself, it's gonna be given to you by Lilith. Lilith is not gonna spare you anything for it. She's going to pound Mars, the warrior in you, to get better in life, since Lilith is retrograde. Lilith's gonna beat up on your consciousness and it's gonna tell you what you did wrong. And the rest is up to you. So as you see, this is going to be on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. On Wednesday, the moon is going to join Mercury. And this blue triangle is the triangle of the internal visions. This is going to be turning on like no tomorrow. You going passing by and somebody is gonna tell something that it's related to your secrets, to your secret life. All of a sudden something is gonna happen, some event, some situation that's gonna prove you your visions. This is very rare esoteric events, astrologically wise. And be mindful when planets are connected so much like this. They're preparing you for it. Wednesday is gonna be the preparation. As you see it right here, Lilith and the North Node, which is the karma that's going on right now. What you need to work on it. They are coming together. This force, it's not going to be spared to you. And since we are having Mars and the Sun and Scorpio and the underworld, we are going to look at it in the darkest secrets in us for a better life to come. But before we look into it, we need to talk ourselves out. Like, hey, you have to look your secrets. Did you been true to yourself? Did you did the right lesson of the truth to yourself? Or are you going to keep be blindfolded? So this energy, to some who are not open to it, it's going to be like nothing happens because you are not awake. But if you awaken one, you will get this energy. For some, it's going to be very light. For some, you're going to feel like the dark night of the soul. And you guys very know that these events doesn't happen. They all happens for reasons. So here is on Thursday, just November 4th. As I said, the moon is gonna crossing over. Since this is a 24 hours event, once the moon begins right here, all this kind of like coming together. But I made it this for a reason. This is gonna be right before the new moon begins. Right, the new cycle it's gonna begin. As you see at the Mercury, it's pretty much exiting Libra to enter Scorpio. Mars is already in Scorpio, the moon and the sun is in Scorpio. And right in here, we don't have this light blue triangles anymore. Now we have this finger of God. That it's gonna be increasing over the time. As you see it right here, Lilith, it's already at 0 degrees at Gemini, and this is the North Node. And right now, the North Node, it's the finger of God, and on the one side, at the bottom, is Mercury. What are you telling yourself? Are you telling your truth? Mars, the warrior who is an underworld, and Venus, the love inside of you. So this is a theoretical event. it's very important how honest are you gonna be to your own self. It is about you. Excuse me. So, as the next day, as I said, so we'll continue to see this finger of God. It's an increasing power here. Mercury, it's gonna be entering pretty much Scorpio. Mars, it's still gonna be there. The Sun and the Moon, it's gonna be pretty much exiting out. While she's exiting out, though, the Moon, it's gonna oppose Lilith and the North Node. Why? So you can't have this opposition to your own self. I don't believe in this. I was right back then. I was right about this situation. I was right 20, 10, 30 years ago. I was right back then when I was very young. Because the moon in Scorpio, it is about I'm the right one, everybody else, they're the wrong ones. So that vision, looking into yourself, it's going to be given to you a vision so you can realize the truth. So if you pick up the right visions that comes in, Neptune will provide that vision to you throughout the vibrations. You can feel this through someone who is around you. But if you choose the ego side to block these energies here, you are also gonna damage your growth, which is Jupiter in Aquarius, the growth of the lesson learned. So on the next day, as you see, that will be a Saturday. This finger of God, it's still here. It's still gonna pound in you. Mercury, it's already inside of Scorpio. Now we are gonna look this square oppositions. This is called the T-square. That's T-square, it's Saturn. And on one side we are having a Mercury with Mars. And the other side we have Uranus or Uranus, however you want to pronounce it. And we're going to have this heavy conversations, this fight conversations about the lies, the secrets that we don't tell, the secrets that we protect, the things that we do. But is that the right for what's going on into the material world? No, it's not. And that's why some of you gonna receive this message from the universe that whatever you do, the universe knows everything. And that will be pulling it out from the moon and the Gemini. Someone's gonna tell you the truth. Is that gonna be your conscious? Is that gonna be your soul? Somehow, some way, you're going to find that energy, because the secrets that Saturn holds, they're known in the universe. In the universe, you can't hide nothing from nobody. It's just the way it is. The truth, it's the primary power that is based on any relationship. No truth, then everything else it's fake. If you can't handle the truth, that's mean you're holding the lie. And that energy of Lilith that she was holding the line inside of her, and she didn't want it to fulfill her destiny with Adam. It led her to these problems with her own self. And Sunday, as we see, this energy will continue to exist because this North Node in Gemini, it's gonna follow up this finger of God. So basically, you will be putting into this incubator place where you have to look inside of yourself, your true relationship with your own self, your darkest secrets, your darkest desires, your sexuality, your lust, or why you are abusing the love, if you do, what it's all about, your things that you shovel under the rug and you didn't want to even look it into yourself. Now you're going to be forced to be looking under the rug. Now Uranus, stay, go and lift it up the rug and look your mess up. So with this, guys, I wish you happy cleaning. I wish you the best for it, and probably after the next week everything is okay. I will give you an announcement that if you guys need a private astrology readings, I can go ahead and be able to do for you guys. So thank you so much for watching the video, and guys, be love.